What's up, community? It's Nuno here. Welcome back to another Coding with Me live stream. And today we are going to basically work a little bit on open source at Laravel. And I do have some work to do. So as usual, you guys know how this streams goes. I'm going to just basically share what I'm doing at the moment. And you guys are free to stick around and work with me if you want to. Okay? That being said, feels good to see you all. What's up, Julian? Nice to see you, dude. How you doing, man? By the way, chat, we have a nice new YouTube video. Let me show you. So basically yesterday, late in the evening, I actually published a new video about Laravel in 2025. So if you haven't checked this already, go check that out. Hey, Daniel, how you doing? Nice to see you, dude. Go check that out. It's a nice video about Laravel in 2025. And it talks about various things like Omarchy, Filament, React, Vue, Livewire, and all those cool projects you guys love. So go check that out immediately, ASAP, okay? Today we have some work to do, chat. Indeed, man. So let's dive into it. I'm literally working on this Laravel MCP package at the moment, which is something we're planning on releasing soon. And today I'm going to work on the testing API, okay? I'm going to dive right into it, basically. It's something that I do need to complete today. Where is the music, chat? Here we go. Here we go. Some nice music, background music for you all. Hey, Javier. Hey, Kisa. Nice to see you. What's up? All right. So, let me know how the sound is. The music should be okay, but let me know. Shouldn't be too loud. That's not the goal. Here we go. A little bit better like this, I assume. Hey, Ichan, how you doing? Thanks for saying hi, man. I may take a peek other day. Today I do have some stuff to do, so... But yeah, today I need to allow people to test these tools. Basically, we have three things. We have tools, we have prompts, and we have resources. And people can define those things, but now I need to find a way of testing them. And the way I was thinking is something like this. You just type your server name, and then you can effectively just call the tools on those servers. So let's start by creating a server. That's the first goal, okay? Hey, Place, how you doing? Nice to see you. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do is actually create my own server. I'm gonna just type my server.php, and I'm gonna just copy paste something to begin with. Here we go. So this will be called my server, and we may actually have to, or even better, I'm gonna create an anonymous server. I think that will be even better. Let me see. It's a good time zone, right? This is a MacBook M4, by the way, shit. Okay, this is a MacBook M4. Okay, how much can I get done by doing something like this? I do need to understand if servers are being resolved as a singleton first. Okay, so this register class does have a bunch of local servers that are already resolved. Interesting. Hi, co-working session today, Peak and Flow. Welcome to the live stream, dude. Nice to see you. My fan never turns on while coding. Never. When I say never, it's literally never. Okay, let's make a quick test. Let's just type something like my server, my tool, exactly. And let's go maybe here and type protected array of tools, which will have my tool.class. I'm gonna remove the line length real quick. It's just too much at this point, and you guys can see shit. There we go, much better. Oh yeah, Peak and Flow. Time to get stuff done, man. Time to get stuff done. All right, so I should be able to do this. And now I should be able to call the tool exactly. And the tool will be my tool class. And this will get me back a response. This is too... There we go, much better. Okay. Exactly. Okay, let's see if this works. This should not work, but at least we have something to get started. Tests, feature, testing, assert C. Transport is not instantiatable. Oh yeah, because it's a fake one. Hey Patricio, how you doing, man? What have you been up to? What are you doing at the moment? You working on something cool? So resolve... I actually think we should resolve this out of the register instead. Exactly. Let's actually type something a little bit different. Let's type MCP. And here we go. I should have a list of servers. So this will give me all of them. And this... Oh, as a callable all the time? That's annoying. Okay, if I don't do that, if I don't use register, I resolve the server out of the container. I do have the container at the server. I can call handle method, and this accepts a JSON RCP request. Interesting. You're working on Golang? So I actually want to do a project using Charm. So I have actually a SaaS idea that I would like to work on, and that involves developing a CLI app using Charm, which I never use it. So I would love to try it out. Hey Tony, nice to see you, dude. How you doing? Hey Space, good evening. How you doing? So Charm is Termwind, right? But the thing is that with Go, you have literally a binary you can use, which is a little bit better, you know? Okay, can I do this? Yes, I can. Okay, this accepts an ID, a method. All right, this will work. So what I can do here is fake an ID. So let's just type unique ID. And then tools call, and then I'm gonna call the actual tool. This is already doing a bunch of shit, which I'm not sure I want to do this. Or maybe I want to. I may want to. Let's see. If it's string, I resolve the tool name. If it's... Oh, gotcha. Okay, so here I do need the actual tool. Let's type here. If the tool is a string, then I resolve it out of the container. Otherwise, I just get the own instance as a tool. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, and once I have the tool, I can actually fetch the name out of the tool and just give it here. So this will be name. Here we go. And this is a public method. Perfect. And this will be arguments. Exactly. And then I can close. Boom, boom, boom. What is this? I don't care. What is this? Server context. And I don't remember what is server context, so I will have to check it out. That's actually... 1 second. Whales.io? What is that, dude? Valley is saying, I came from a strange position that I have to chain few events. Dude, having to chain events or, you know, through bus chain is not actually uncommon. And yeah, bus chain is exactly for that. So you should use it. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, I need to check why I am using the server context to begin with. Oh, wait, I do remember this. Okay, so when I call the handle, it will create the server context. So this is actually exactly what we need. Maybe. No, this is exactly what we need. Okay, so I'm gonna abstract this away to this function, create context. Here we go, and now. By the way, chat, on this project right here, I'm not anymore using PHP blocks. Like, I literally don't use PHP annotations anymore. And I used to do it all the time, but I don't do it anymore. That was a decision that Ashley and I took, and we are really happy about that. Not using any single documentation anymore, chat. Hey, Roblox, I'm working on an MCP package for Laravel at the moment. It's still being worked privately. It's not announced yet, but that's what I'm acting on. Welcome to the live stream, by the way. Nice to see you. Okay, so here then I can use create context. Here we go. And why is this? Oh, that's a problem. Because this cannot be, here we go. Well, unless I do this. Because I do new static at some point. Here we go. So here I can do this, and now this becomes public. Beautiful. And I can just call this there. Here we go. So now this is no longer complaining, hopefully. Well, it is, but about something annoying, which is okay. So this will give me back what exactly? Yeah, I do want to skip this part, so I think I'm going to just copy this for now. So I don't even need to do this. I can just do that. Here we go. What is this? What is the request coming from? From nowhere. And method is the tools call. Here we go. Call tool class, okay. So get the container, resolve the tool out of the container, and then I resolve the server. So I have like all of them. I don't think I need the server anymore, but let's see. No, I do need the server to see if the tool is available over there. Exactly. Then I get the method class, and then I call handle with all those cool things. Beautiful. I get a response, and this is a JSON RPC response. Am I happy with this? Maybe not. Do I have a way of... Yeah, I don't use the past runner from PHP Storm. Hi Jose, how you doing? If you want to learn PHP in Laravel, check out Laracast, dude. It's literally the best place to learn PHP and Laravel development, okay? Here we go. I'm gonna send you the link, dude. I have learned everything I know from that place, so. Hey Roger, how you doing? You're welcome, music video. You're welcome. This may actually work. Let me try to do this for now and then see how it goes. Okay, let's go back to the server. So again, we have the method class. We handled the JSON RCP request beautifully. And then we just return back a test response with that same JSON RPC response, which will be a little bit different from what I was expecting to do, but it may work. Maybe. Perhaps. Perhaps. Not really sure how that will work with streaming and everything, but... Exactly. Streaming won't work. I cannot do it this way. There we go. Yeah, this needs to happen like way before all that shit. Unless... What do I have here at the moment? So this won't be an array anymore. This will be actually a JSON RCP response. Let me do this. Okay, transporter is not instantiatable. Yeah, I do need a fake transporter, so let me actually do that. Unless we have one already. I don't think we do, and we don't. So let's type here, just type fake transporter PHP, copy paste this crap, and how many methods do I have to implement? Hopefully just one. Well, there is a couple of them actually. So we don't need this. Go. We don't need this. We don't need the send. We don't need the run. Do we need the run? I don't think we need the run. This can go away, and this can go away. Okay, it's still complaining for some reason. Oh, it's pined. Okay. All right, so now I can go to my server.php, and when I'm resolving the server itself, which will happen at this moment, I can just say that if you need a transporter, use my fake transporter. Okay, how about now? Here we go. Beautiful. So this does get us to the point where we were doing that DD at this place. Now the question is, can I actually perform assertions here? Well, technically I can, but I don't want to do that. Well, I could, but it's annoying. Hey Puyapal, how you doing? Nice to see you, dude. By the way, chat, we do have a new YouTube video. In case you haven't checked that out, go to my YouTube channel. Subscribe my channel if you can as well. Here we go. A nice YouTube video on my channel about Laravel in 2025. Okay. Okay, let's try to avoid to check the JSON RPC object and do something else instead. We go back to the server. And let me see what I can do here. I think I'm gonna just hijack this. Cause why not? Fuck yeah, I'm gonna hijack this shit. Okay, so I'm gonna grab the app from the container, and if the environment is testing, and I can do that, right? This is testing thing, I think. Let me see. I'm gonna grab the application.php class. Oh, here we go. Go, and we do have running unit tests, exactly what I want. And if we are running unit tests, instead of returning this crap, I'm gonna actually return something else. What is serialize? So we don't want anymore to serialize, right? Yeah, we don't. We basically want to return new test response with that array of responses. Okay, and hopefully this will work. I think it will. All right, it's complaining the shit out of me at the moment, but I'm gonna make you happy. So this may return a JSON RPC response or a test response, and I think I need to adjust this thing too, potentially. Well, let's see. Oh, we may have to check though if we are getting a true out of this if condition. By the way, chat, what are you guys working on at the moment? I know it's Monday, a beautiful week ahead of us. What are you guys working on at the moment? Doing some client work, some SaaS work. What exactly are you guys working on at the moment? Write on the chat if you can. Oh, okay. Well, it is working, but I do need to... Yep, it is working. I need to adjust this to receive a collection from Laravel. Right, TechZone is saying the following: doing some WhatsApp custom API to work using Go Mia library. Interesting. Hey Universo, how you doing? Nice to see you, man. Oh yeah, DD for the win, man. Puipal is saying call transcripts and AI summary and a few other racks around it. That's awesome, man. Yeah, Jeffrey Way is also the person who have taught me PHP, so we all love Jeffrey Way here on this channel. Also one of my very first supporters on this YouTube journey. Literally the very first one. So props to Jeffrey Way. Okay, how about now? We do need to adjust this return type. Yeah, we'll need to check how this shit behaves with streams, but for now we're chilling. Return type declaration must be compatible with... Oh yeah, I need to adjust now the contract too. Oh yeah, we don't need to do this anymore. We can just do this. Oh my god, we're so close. Yep, we don't need to do this. Okay, I think we literally got this working. Okay, so text Pong was not seen, which is not true. Pong is literally there. Meaning that I will have to do this to see what's happening. I'm Jason encoding the incorrect thing. So responses will be an array of MCP responses, right? Yeah, with content, role, and everything. Perfect. Meaning that at this point, I should be able to do this. Here we go. In this. So I can serialize that into JSON encode and then check if that has that content. Here we go. You miss PHP Storm? Yeah, man. PHP Storm is just the best for coding. I agree with you. Maxi Vane is saying, sweet. One of the things I loved about Elite is all the tooling people build around it. Oh, about the companion tool. Oh, gotcha. Hey, Rivath, how you doing? Julian is working on a Symfony app and on a cutting loss algorithm. That's nice, man. That's pretty cool. Roblox is saying that knowing PHP and Laravel is one thing, but this MCP stuff is brand new. How you do all of this, man. It's just learning. I'm learning this too, honestly. Learning a bunch of stuff here. I'm gonna make a small pause, chat. I'll be back in a second. Yo. All right, so this is literally, man, either done or close to done. But let's see. So this is actually the API people will be using for testing their MCP tools. If you don't know what an MCP tool is, it's basically like the APIs that agents use to interact with your app. So here you could have something like hotel server with the tool booking tool, for example. So I'm going to call that hotel, and actually we are going to rename all of this shit to make it really look like that. So the hotel server with the booking tool, for example. Okay. In here I could return something like you have booked the room, for example, or your booking is confirmed. Here we go. So I'm going to call the hotel tool. No, I'm going to call the booking tool on the hotel, and then I'm going to expect to see your booking is confirmed. Okay. So something I could do too is assert see the text has been seen when providing arguments. Okay. Arguments. So what I will do here is that I'm going to kind of customize this a little bit with my request object we have created for this. And I'm going to expect to receive, for example, a date. So I can type request. Do we have a carbon or anything on Laravel? We do. It's crazy. So we can do this. And if the date is past, we can answer booking date cannot be in the past with an error message. And if not, we allow people to do. So this should actually have my first test passing. Actually, both are failing at the moment. Okay, we do have some work to do here. Hey, Nain, how you doing? Nice to see you, man. Yeah, this MCP stuff is brand new, but I think, people are going to love this once they actually understand that. On Ashley plans and my plans too are actually come up with very good content in terms of resources so people can understand why they would use this on their apps. Exactly. Playwright has an MCP tool. GitHub has an MCP tool too. Past PHP will very likely to have an MCP tool as well, What am I doing? Okay, let's focus. So request date, and here I provide a date if it's from the past. Let's actually do something like, yeah, let's do this. And then if it's not there, so if we have a date and it's from the past, or I can just make this like this. If I have a date and it's from the past, the booking cannot be in the past. If we do allow, then blah, blah, blah. Perfect. And here I'm going to make this a little bit more complex like that. Beautiful. And how about now? So one testing passing, not the second one. Call to undefined method register server. Oh? Oh yeah. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. Okay, so I'm going to call the hotel booking tool with a date which is now plus more, okay? In the booking, it should be still confirmed. However, if I, that are wrong. If I do something like subtract date, so it's actually sub day, like that, then the text should be a little bit different. Here we go. So this should be the booking date cannot be in the past. All right, beautiful. Something I wanted to do though is I wanted to create an alias real quick. So instead of assert C, I want to have as well assert text. And the assert text will actually be the content of assert C. And the assert C will just be an alias to this. There we go. Beautiful. Here we go. Beautiful. Okay. Oop. Yeah, assert text. Why is it complaining? Okay, it's not complaining. Beautiful. I'm gonna remove this for now. Okay, I can run Pint on this crap. Pint is running. Thank you, thank you. John Sugar is saying, by the way, Nuno, if you remember, I suggested an MCP tool that let the AI post to Twitch chat. What do you mean? Can you elaborate, dude? Yeah, if you don't know what is an MCP server, I'm gonna try to explain you, okay? So basically, today we have various agents out there, right? We have things like Claude, we have things like Junie, we have various AI agents at the moment, okay? And what MCP will allow these AI agents to do is interact with your own application. So there's a protocol in place, a protocol that allows these agents to go to your own app and do bookings or, you know, actually perform actions. That's what MCP is about. And at Laravel, we want you to be able to create those MCPs in your Laravel apps. So this is exactly what this package will be about once it's out, which is not yet the case. All right, so we have 11 tests failing, so a couple of things to do. I think I know why this is failing. It's because, oh my god, this sucks. Because I do want a test response for this situation, but not for everything. Okay, this is a huge problem. So all the other tests are passing, but not the entire group. Okay. Yeah, ChatGPT is basically a client, so it's an agent. But they were like the last adding MCP support, which is crazy. Exactly. Okay, I cannot do this way because then this will break the other places of the test suite. So this is a problem. How do I fucking resolve this shit? Let me think. Hey Agent, welcome to the stream, man. It's funny that your name is Agent and you are literally coding for agents. Okay, another idea is that we don't do this. Okay. We don't do this. And then at server level, we grab the JSON RPC response. And we return a new test response with that JSON RCP response. Okay. And this is not a collection anymore, I think. I can just do this. And now I do DD of this content. Let's see, what do I have and if I can do anything with this. Okay, could potentially work with this content thing. Do I want to do that? Hey Thomas, how you doing, man? Okay, so let's use this solution of using this JSON RCP response as a last resort. Because ideally, I would rather to do it that way, like this. Ideally, let's see if we can do this. I could do some shenanigans with the environment variables. Do I want to do that? Let's do that for now. So if it's running unit tests and like this. Here we go. I could do some shenanigans like this. So if this crap is not true, so if this shit is just not set, if it's not set this shit, then I just go to the normal fallback. Okay, I've decided. I'm gonna go with the JSON RCP response for now. Okay, I'm gonna go with this for now. Okay, it is working. Let's see if this will work on the road. You know what I mean? Okay, so is it complaining about something though? Call static method assert false with true and non-falsely string will always evaluate to true. I know, it's intentional. Can you stop like be annoying about that? There is a way of just not having PHP Storm complaining about this. There is assert any on PHP Storm on PHP Unit. There is not. There is a contains potentially. Well, there is a contains, but not the type of contains I want. Oh, you liked the video with Avenue? That was awesome, man. I'm gonna be honest, man. That was a very hard interview to prepare, man. The interview with Avenue. There was a full weekend working on that shit. Plus, so I worked the entire Saturday having the Mago video ready. Then I worked the entire Sunday preparing the interview. Then I worked the entire Monday, like literally setting the interview and like actually doing the interview. And I was so exhausted at night. But, you know, happy that people liked it. Evan liked it. Like at the end, Evan told me like, dude, it's kind of crazy coming to an interview where the interviewer is like fully prepared and everything. So that really felt good. I'm gonna be honest. He told me like sometimes he goes to interviews and people do not prepare the interviews. They barely know what to ask, which is crazy. Like if you have someone like Evan Yu in your channel, just, you know, make the best out of it, I feel. At least I try to do that. All right, so what do we have within response? Let's see. Let's DD this shit. So we have this. So here, for example, if I type assert C, I don't think I want to assert C like on anything really, or on everything. I need to kind of just grab the text. So what I will do here is that I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna type text equals to array map. This is exactly what I was trying to avoid, but let's just do it for now and see how it goes. Okay. So I'm gonna array map on every single content I have on this. So this will be an array. Content. And then two things. I'm gonna actually array filter first. This is exactly what I was trying to avoid. That's why I don't like this solution. Hey, by the way, Chico, we are going to Web Summit. I don't know if you are joining, but I'm going. Got a free ticket to Web Summit. Are you going? Nice. That's all. It will be awesome, dude. This will be content as array. So the content type needs to be text plus that's it. Or maybe it's okay to do this. Okay, so we have content, and then I'm gonna map it. Okay, so I have a callback, which I will have to call. And this goes at the end. I don't think I even need to do this. Well, so notification is text, and the type, it's not even there. Or it is. Let's leave it for now. Yeah, let's leave it for now. So I filtered to the ones who are text, and then I'm gonna keep it like that. And once I have the content, I'm gonna return the text of that content. Perfect. So then I have contents. And what I can do here is type assert contain assert string contain string. Jesus Christ. So the text needs to be on the contents. If it's not there, a text was not found on a response. Okay, so technically, this should still provide me a happy test suite. But we never know. Let's see. And it doesn't. Because of a stupid return type. Oh, because here I need to return this. That's it. And here we go. I don't run boost yet on a Docker container. I just run it locally, like normal. So we do need to test the failure though. So let's type here eat fails. Here we go. So if I call booking tool on the hotel, I assert to see that. So let's import this all the way top. Well, actually, I can just type here throws. The text was not present on the response. Expected booking is confirmed, but to contain the text was not present. Huh? Expected your booking is confirmed. Why I think this is just the other way around. Like this. No, it's not the other way around. That was correct. Okay. Expected your book is confirmed to contain this. Oh, this is correct actually. It's just the throw is not working as expected. So here I can just type throws expectation failed. This should work, no? Here we go. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And the entire test suite should be happy too, by the way, because I've not changed that much. Here we go. Just type composer lint 2. Rivet is saying the following question: what is your opinion about test-driven development? Why are we writing tests even before working code? Dude, I think you would do that so you can understand the API first, you know? So imagine that you are writing TDD with past PHP as browser testing plugin. So you would do something like go to the homepage, click on this button, and then see certain text. You would write the test, you would see that test failing, and then you would actually code that functionality, you know? Allows you to literally stay close to what exactly you want, but at the same time, just gives you a bunch of pre-tests. So I love that. Okay, auto tool, booking tool, response, assert see text is not present. So this is working beautifully, okay? And we can obviously just come here and just type assert text a few times too, like there and there. And probably we can rename this test name to something different. Honestly, it's kind of crazy how many people like this kind of coding sessions, like just relaxing coding sections with nice music on the background. There is like 50 people on YouTube and probably another 50 on Twitch, which is crazy. I like them too, honestly. I can get stuff done at Laravel plus streaming. For me, this is like the best of both worlds. And I'm very productive when I'm streaming, which is pretty cool. People tell me that when they have me working like this with music, but also like in focus mode, that's allow people to also stay focused on their side, which is awesome. Okay, I'm going to rename this test to something else. This will be now assert text instead. All right, beautiful. Exactly, TDD is great for fixing bugs too, indeed. That's pretty. Thank you, Maxi Vane, for the feedback. Appreciate. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I like it too. Okay, the assert text is working good. I think one of the tests we need to do is what happens if we return multiple text. Okay, so what I will do here is I'm going to create another tool because this is already doing too much. So this is a booking tool. I'm going to create another one just below. This will be called... Well, actually, you know what? I'm going to do on the same one. I'm going to go here. And I think what I will do is return an array like that. And if the date is specific, I'm going to return an array. Exactly. So if the date is equal, do we have an equal? I do. Fuck yeah. If the date is equal to, or better, is year. Do I have that thing? That would be cool. If the date here is... How do I fetch the year? Like, this is so annoying. Do I type get year or something? No. Oh, just this? Oh, nice. So if the year is... I don't know, let's see, 2999, for example. Then I'm going to return an array. So this will be... You must be joking. That date is too far on the future. Please select a more reasonable date. Okay, this is literally two responses on the same one. Oh, this is protected. The context facade in Laravel is pretty awesome. I like it. I like it too. literally trying to understand how do I fetch the year on carbon at the moment. I'm gonna ask ChatGPT real quick. I'll fetch the current year on Laravel carbon. Oh, it tells me I can just access year, but I don't think that will be working, I think. Like that. Let me see. Oh, maybe it works, and I don't know. Let me see. Oh, it does work. Nice. Okay. All right, so I'm going to call the booking tool with that particular year, and I expect to see two things. I expect to see that date is too far on the future, but also assert C, please select a more reasonable date. This should work. Okay, 3 tests are failing for some reason. Okay. So let's work with bail at the moment. I don't know if you guys know this, but every single time I'm working on the test suite and I want to basically just run fail on the first, I just type -- bail. And this will just run that given test. I love it. Cannot read property on null. Oh, because I haven't specified an year. That's why. No, I did. Like, what the heck? Here we go. Oh, it might not actually be there. That's why. Okay, makes sense. Here we go. Okay, cool. So the only test failing is the one I just created, I think. Yes. Array content. Here we go. Only this one failing at the moment. This one. So let's run this with only. So it should be failing. Here we go. And now we go to the booking tool and we... Oh my god, this is a string. That's why. Huh? Okay. So it is working, but there is literally a bug that I do need to fix. Okay, sometimes we have a generator, which I do need to fix. So the test response needs to accept that generator too. And if we have a generator, I do need to convert that generator to just a regular JSON RCP response. So I'm going to type here iterator to array. Okay. Here we go. Beautiful. Exactly what I want. It does give me 2 though. Do I want this? I think I want this, yes. And what I will do here is the following. I'm going to type protected. So I'm going to have here all the way top protected JSON RCP response with a response, and I'm going to have just below protected array of notifications. Well, actually, I'm going to do that later. And once I receive this, if is Eatable. Judizio, thank you so much, man, for the subscription tier 1 on Twitch. 9 months, yeah. That's crazy, man. I was thinking the other day, like, some of you guys like to support me on Twitch. And there is, like, people with 9 months streak on Twitch. If you guys, like, start literally counting the amount of money those subscriptions are over time, like 9 months subscribing tier 1 on Twitch, it's actually like $50. And there is many of you actually already over 9 months streak at the moment. Streak, so which is crazy. Thank you so much, dude. Appreciate it. Yeah, I could actually set up that Elias does. Thank you for the feedback. I could actually do that, indeed. Okay, so if this is achievable, I'm gonna just grab the latest. I think that's enough, yes. So I'm gonna type collect. That editable, yep. And then just grab the last. That will work. Otherwise, the response will be just the response. And then I can just make this a little bit better by doing this. Here we go. Beautiful. But I appreciate your support, Rodizio. I really appreciate, man. You are awesome. I'm doing fantastic, man. Thanks for asking. How about you? Hey, Pick and Flow. Thank you, man. Appreciate you saying that, man. Thank you. Yeah, I do spend fairly quite a few time here with you guys, so. Yeah, I know Bangladesh. I do know, yeah. Beautiful country. I'm gonna be honest, dude. I don't have enough experience with mobile apps to tell you a good recommendation on how to build your API on it. There is a few things you should do, like version your API, like always give the prefix v1, just in case you want to do a v2. So on that, I'm sure, at least. So this will be collect last. This will work for now. This won't work forever, I think. Okay, what do we have here? It is failing because it's telling me that you cannot assign a generator to... Oh, this is the other way around. Yes, it is. Okay, how about now? You happy? Past PHP? Yes, you are. Oh my god. You guys will be surprised to know that one of my favorite places to work is on an Irish pub close to my house. So pretty much every single day I go there, actually. So every single day at night around 10 p.m. I go to this Irish pub to actually get stuff done. It's like a regular pub, and I go there. And what it's fun about that is that it is always the same people there. There is like that same guy on the top right, that couple on the bottom left, that girl over there, that dude over there. There's always the same people every single day, including me. So that's a fun story about that. Okay, this is beautiful. This is working so beautiful at the moment. Hey, John Sugar, thank you for the feedback, man. Oh, 10K steps? What are you saying, dude? I went to the gym today, man. I went to the gym already, man. Did 150 kilos on the bench press, so I'm chilling. Hey, Diabel, how you doing, man? Nice to see you again. How you doing, dude? All right, the assert C is fully complete. Something we do need, though, is a assert notification. So let's work on that. I'm going to just type here assert notification. And what the notification is about is kind of like the hotel, but a little bit different. Kind of. So instead of being an hotel, let's call this a restaurant. Okay, so restaurant, which will have a reserve tool. Is that okay, a reserve? I think it's okay, right? Unless you guys have a better name for this. I think it's okay. So this should be all passing. Assert notification. Well, once I rename some of these calls, it will. So restaurant and reserve tool. Reserve tool not fail. Oh, bad name. The fuck? Oh. Beautiful. So now we can just do this and do the following. So we kind of need all these examples, but this time we are going to do something different, which is we're going to return a generator, and I'm going to yield response notification. Okay. So what is this shit about again? I forgot, literally forgot. Oh, okay, it's this thing. Cool. Boo, boo, boo. By the way, chat, in case you haven't noticed already, we have a new YouTube video on the channel. And something I need to ask you guys, so you don't forget a little bit, is instead of making me questions like through direct messages, just make those questions on the comments of the video. And the reason it's simple, every time you interact with a video, basically, either that be watch time, either that be views, either that be sharing the video or adding a comment or a like, that basically boosts the video on the YouTube algorithm. So if you make me a question through direct message, that's like a point I'm losing on a YouTube algorithm because it's one less person interacting with the video. So if you have questions really about a topic or about a video, just go to the video itself that trigger that question and just go to this comment section and make the question over there. So if you guys make the question there will be an answer of my side on that same question. So let's make 2 comments already. There will be possibly a bunch of people expanding on those questions. And, you know, it's just much better, you know. Boost the YouTube, exactly. Boost the YouTube. Okay, you guys want some country? You guys ready for the ultimate playlist? Okay, I'm gonna show you. Let's go for some country pop. Let's see. I'm from Portugal. Okay, let's go back to this beautiful assert notification, and we can just type here booking started or starting, and I can just type here step 1. And then go all the way down. Booking completed. Oh. All right. Okay, so something we can do is just copy this first assertion to begin with. This beautiful assertion. And do this. This should actually just make my test suite pass, which it doesn't. Oh, okay. So this will be restaurant. And this will be reserve tool. Okay. the fuck? Okay, this is not expected. Probably the code I was telling you that was probably will cause problems is already causing problems. Exactly that. It's missing the content here though. Like, this is not expected though. This is good. This is good. This last one is not expected. It's telling me like content empty. Like, what the fuck? Unless I'm not returning anything, that is not expected. But I'm returning here. Oh, this needs to be yield. That's why. If I'm yielding shit, I need to yield like all the time. That's why. Here we go. Okay, so this should actually be good. Well, there's a DD that I do need to remove somewhere. Right there. Here we go. Beautiful. All right. So I can go back here. And do cert. 2 notifications got sent. Okay, I'm going to just call this in response cert notification sent. Oh, this is beautiful. I love ChatGPT on the GitHub Copilot auto completion. Reservation tool. Oh yeah, that's much better. Thank you, thank you. So, reservation tool. Thank you. 1,000 times better. Absolutely. By the way, chat, next Wednesday we have a mega live stream coming. So, Wednesday night will be actually a mega hyper special live stream, okay? So, subscribe to the channel if you guys don't want to miss that one, because they will be just huge. Like, actually huge. So here we need a couple things like assert, a notification count, and all that shit. I'm serious, like next Wednesday will be huge. It will be like a 3 hours live stream. And we are going to build a full app. It'll be awesome. Will be like a collaboration with Code Rabbit. And they're launching something tomorrow, I think. And so we're doing something together. It will be awesome. Okay, so this is exactly what we want. Let's go back to test response. Oh, actually, so you mean by view SSR, you mean server actions? I actually asked Avenue about that. And did I ask Avenue? Oh, I don't think I did. No, you're right. I have not. But I did told someone from the Nux team that that is missing. It's something I would just expect to see on Nux. It's not there. It's not there yet. Okay. So for the notifications, we are going to have here the protected array with notifications. And this is going to be potentially something that I still yet need to understand. So let's go again here and type DD response, or better DD, let's DD that collection right there. And I want to run this test only. So they both are JSON RCP responses, they just contain different content. Okay. Okay, so what we can do here is the following. The responses are equals to, if it's iterable, we do that, otherwise we just collect. So we collect both. Like that. And like that. And then we collect both. Okay, so we'd have a collection of RPC responses. And then we group them, okay? We are going to group them. Or I can just for each. I think it's better. Yeah, I'm gonna just for each. I don't need collections here. I'm gonna just for each this. And if there is an ID, so we grab the content. Beautiful. If there is an ID, then this is the response, 1000% sure. Else, this is a notification. Here we go. Because it's just not possible to return more than one response. And only responses contain ID. Okay, so at this point, we do have notifications. And the last step is actually implement these methods. So let's start with assert notification count. So I expect a count, and I just, check how many notifications we have. Here we go, beautiful. So this should actually just make this one happy already, and it is. The second one will be public function assert notification sent, or just assert notification maybe. Yeah. Assert notification, so we accept the method and the params. If you give me params, I'm going to use them. If you don't, I'm going to just assert the method to begin with. So for every single notification, we grab the content. If the content so I'm going to just type here assert. No. What am I doing? Let's focus. If it's there, yeah. If the method is there, then I enter on this if condition. Need to focus, country music. If the content is there, good. If params is an array, then I also need to check the params. So if it's or better, let's do this better. If params is not an array, if it's literally false, then we're good to go. So this will be just assert true. Okay. However, then what also needs to be true is the params themselves. So content params needs to be equal to params, and if yes, we good to go too. So if params is equals to false, or the content params is equals to the given params, then we good to go. Otherwise, we are not. And if this never happens, I just type assert fail, expect notification method, XYZ. But it was not fun. Okay, I think we're good to go. Let me change the music real quick. Oh, let's go with some lo-fi pop again. Hey Simon, how you doing? Hey Guillermo, how you doing, man? So the DVR option is disabled intentionally, because just in case I leak something, I can just go and put the stream private real quick. So that's intentional. Even though I don't think I will ever leak anything, but if I do, at least I have the option of putting the stream private, you know. I think Twitch still allows people to do clips or whatever, but I don't know. Yeah, that's right, Guillermo, but I don't know. Simo Curado hates PHP. Why is that? Why would you hate PHP, man? It's a beautiful language. Alright, I think we're good to go. This is more than enough. Let's see if the pass switch is happy. Almost happy. Almost happy. So it's no longer a set notification sent. It's actually just a set notification. Boom! It's working good. And we can just change this all these functions real quick. There we go. Meaning that this entire group should be just passing. Okay, so we have a way of testing text. We have a way of testing notifications. What else could we do? Let me think. If I go to the documentation, let's actually go to the documentation and see what other things I'm kind of missing. Luis Schwartz is saying that Rust is a language for the future. It is, dude, but you know, you have to put food on the table, and with Rust there is literally no jobs at the moment. It's a good language, but it's just too verbose for what it does. It has been a problem since the early days, like there is literally no jobs in Rust these days. You can play with Rust, you can just do your OB stuff with Rust, but like actual jobs that pay good money with Rust, there is none. I could test these things, but I don't know if that's just stupid. Let's see. Okay, let's type here. Well, let's actually also test that this may fail. It may fail to assert the text. No, fail to assert that notification got sent. So that's one. The notifications count. Here we go. So there is 2 notifications, and I'm trying to see if there is 3. This should just fail. Here we go. And let's do the same thing. Like, may assert to. It may fail to assert notification. I've got sent, so unknown booking. Beautiful. Oh, because I'm using... that's why I hate to use a search and fail. Well, I could use it. Let's use it here. It's fine. Okay, how about now? Perfect. And I think one of the things I want to do too is assert fail. A notification. Was not sent with wrong parameters, exactly. So here we have 2 steps, I think. So 1, 2, exactly, and I'm going to just type 3. So this should pass with 2. Oh, this is book. This should pass with 1, actually. There we go. But if I type, 2, for example, this should fail. Okay, beautiful. Yeah, man, this verbose plus like if you want to work a little bit with real world stuff like authentication and queues and actual real world drivers like Redis and everything like that, there is no standard API for that like you would find, for example, in Laravel. With Laravel, you just do cache get, cache put, and you just can swap the driver really quick behind the scenes. There is no ecosystem like that in Rust, in any other language really at this point. Okay, we're good to go here. What else do I want to do? I want to test the name too. Okay, so let's type that. So assert name test, and I'm going to type here assert metadata test, so I don't have to do them all. Metadata test. And this will be garage server. And this will be inspection tool or whatever. In here, I don't care about the handle method. It will be more about the metadata of this MCP tool. So this will be protected, string name, card inspection, description will be schedule a card inspection, and then we also have the title, which is not here for some reason. Here we go. So we can type here it may assert the title. So I grab the inspection tool and I assert name. Let's start with the name. Someone is asking like, what do I think about TDD? Well, here we go. I'm literally doing TDD. None of these methods is coded already, and I'm about to implement them. All right, car inspection not found. Oh, because I do need to register this tool. Well, I do need to test this assertion too, by the way. Okay, cert name not done yet. We can go back to this place to test response, and we can implement a public function with the name assert name. This will return static, and what we can do is just come to this response and grab the content and DD the content, because the title should be there, I think. If it's not there, we are in serious problems. It's not there. Now that I'm thinking, why it should be there to begin with? Let me think. it should not be there to begin with, because the title, the description, and the name is used only when we are listing MCP tools. Hey Lolek, how you doing? Welcome to the live stream. First time chat, so if you don't know me, my name is Nuno Maduro, PHP and Laravel developer working on open source. Welcome to the live stream, appreciate it. Yeah, we don't need to assert the name. The name would be something to do. Would be kind of cool though, now that I'm thinking. Let me see if I can grab access to the tool itself. Maybe I can. Hell yeah, I can. Here we go. I do have the tool, so I can provide the tool here. Hell yeah. So this will be... Oh, it might not be a tool, it might be a prompt. So I need an interface for all this shit. Oh no. Unless I do this. Here we go. Problem solved. So this will be primitive. Protected primitive, here we go. And then I can just go to the assert name. And instead of asserting on the response, I'm going to just do assert equal. So I expect to see the given name on this primitive name. And if this fails, the message will be the following. The expected name blah 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 does not match the actual name blah blah blah. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful chat. Alright, the assert name is done. Only the assert title and the assert description missing. Oh, Lolek, nice to meet you too. So Lolek is saying that his name is actually Patrick, and he's a full-stack developer from Poland, mainly with PHP. You are unemployed at the moment in searching for a job. You might want to check this. If you are a Laravel developer, I don't know if you are a Laravel developer or just a PHP developer with other experience, but I know these two websites. So larajobs.com is one of them. And maybe Laravel is actually looking for people. So I'm going to send you the Laravel careers page. Here we go. Let me see. Okay, we are not looking for people at the moment, but we may be. And if we are, you can apply too. Okay, so assert name is done. The second one will be assert title. So I can just do, hopefully, this. Come on, GitHub Copilot, just do your thing. Here we go. And the final one will be assert description. And here we go. We have a happy test suite. Let's type a few commands that do not make this happy. Hey Phil, how you doing? No time no see? What do you mean? I've been streaming, man. Maybe it's you who is not coming, man. So I want to test that the assert name may go wrong, and the assert title may go wrong too, and the assert description may go wrong too. There we go. I use Juni, but even today I actually use Juni for documentation. So one example is, so this MCP tooling actually has three things. Have tools, have prompts, and have resources. Now, prompts and resources are actually a little bit similar in terms of concept to tools. So I just did this thing by myself, creating tools, and then I asked Juni to scaffold prompts and resources. So that's how I have used Juni today, actually. Oh, you had a job interview with React? That's awesome, man. How did it went? I cannot even imagine how stressful it must be doing a job interview these days. It's been like, when was the last time I did a job interview? Well, for a company in France, actually. That was stressful. That was the entire day. I got the job. I'm making a pause chat. I'll be back in a second. You will do great, man. I'm praying for you getting that job position, man. Good luck for that. How is having a job interview these days? Do they get you like an assignment and shit like that? Because now that I'm thinking, like, when I got that job position, that was an assignment. Yeah, keep the hopes, in the middle. Not low, not high, but in the middle. Yeah. Hey, Phil, that's funny, man. Essentials, I do need to tag Essentials at some point because it's actually a good package. Okay, so we can assert metadata. Let me think a little bit. Let's go here. So we have title, name, description. That's asserted. We have arguments. Do we want to test arguments? I don't think we want to test arguments. Doesn't make any sense. Well, we want to test if arguments fail. So let's create here a validation here. So assert validation test. Okay. Yeah, I think I want to. Let me think. Yeah, I think I want to test this because on Laravel, if you test the validation, you have this cert C errors thing, right? So we need to test that too. How would you do that? Let me think. So let's go back here. Let's find another example for us real quick. Let's copy this crap. Let's just think a little bit together, okay? We can call this shop. And we can call this buy tool, for example. Okay. And to buy a tool, something I want to do is validate like the item ID or whatever, right? So the item ID is required. It needs to be an integer too. And the quantity needs to be at least 1. In max 5 or whatever. Max 5, for example. All right, beautiful. Let's copy this. Let's return here, purchase successful, and return a string. Okay, beautiful. This is looking good, chat. This is looking good. So I have a server, blah, blah, blah. We can just copy this crap all the way top. Okay. We have a server, we have a buy tool, I have a quantity and ID, and in my assert that the validation passes, this is something I need to check how Laravel does this. Okay, so if I go to Laravel framework, oh, I do have the assert OK. I could use that though. Yeah, we could use the assert OK. Assert no errors. Do I have that on Laravel? I don't. How is it called again? I literally forgot the name. Assert no validation errors, maybe. Assert errors. Oh my god, I forgot. I have a bunch of them on Vapor in Cloud. Okay, let's see here. Oh, is session has errors. So we could do assert has errors only. Has no errors. Adrian was like literally on the background the entire stream, waiting for me to do not know something to now come up and say the correct answer. Just insane. So you say, oh, you tuned in 10 minutes ago? Welcome to the live stream, dude. Nice to have you here again, man. There is no assert no errors, though. I think there is another name. Nice to see you, Adrian, man. Really happy to see you. How you doing? We need to do a conference together, dude. Hey, Exados, how you doing? Oh, it's a macro and Livewire, perhaps, yeah. Okay, here we go. Assert session has no errors. So what we could do is this. Just this. Okay, I'm going to try to buy a tool with the ID 1, quantity 3, and I assert no errors. Okay? Yeah, I think that's okay. So this will fail. Hopefully. There we go. There is no method. So we can go there and implement this method real quick. So let's go to test response. And assert has no errors. So when I grab the response, I expect the array not to have the key error. It's not exactly that though. It's more like, let me just DD this. I think it's like there is a key for this, I think. Yeah, here you go. So basically, I could use data get. Doesn't Laravel have this shit? Oh yeah, I'm gonna use this. Fuck yeah. So I'm gonna use data get result.error. And this shit needs to be false. The response contains errors. Yeah, I think this is good. Here we go. Beautiful. Okay, what else can we do? I think we can have assert OK too. Public function assert OK, which will basically just make an alias to this. So if there is no errors, the answer is OK too. So I'm going to call this errors test of PHP. That things are okay. Jesus Christ, this is becoming so good. Is error and not error. Oh, thank you, Charlie French boy. So hopefully we can see that too, right? So if we type eep may fail. So here I'm going to actually not provide any argument, okay? So if I don't provide any argument, the by tool should just fail right here. This will bubble an exception all the way up, meaning that if I do just this, actually, this should just fail already. If it doesn't, meaning that I actually made a mistake, and I did. So this should be is error, thanks to Charlie French Boy. Oh? Oh? Tell me that I can use this dot key thing on Laravel. Oh, I need to call the assert thing. Of course. I'm stupid. Here we go. How about now? Is error. Beautiful. And it's failing because the response contains errors, of course. So what I can do here is type assert or throws assertion fail error, and just this is enough. Beautiful. Agent is saying you don't assert anything on a pinned test. What do you mean? Simon Curado is saying that he went to an interview, or he went without an interview. You mean your latest job position? Oh, maybe they saw that you were just good. It might be that. Sometimes people just hire people because of their CV or from their portfolio online. Oh, I fixed it. Thank you, thank you. All right, so we have assert okay. We have assert no errors. What is missing now? Well, actually, it's missing like just asserting which errors do I have, right? So what we can do is, it may assert that the validation fail, and we can give assert as errors, of course. Yeah, that's a good one. So this will be another one like that. So I'm going to grab the entire content, and if I have false there, then means that I have no errors. Exactly. So this should be good. There we go. Beautiful. What else? I'm going to actually check those errors. So I'm going to type something like 6 here. Now let's start with not providing the quantity, for example. Okay, so I didn't provide the quantity, meaning that I should be able to do this. Just this to begin with. This is passing, but not in the way that I want. So what I think I will do to begin with is non-existing key. So this should, exactly, this should pass, and it's not passing. Meaning that here I do need to accept an array of elements. Actually, I'm going to check real quick how Laravel has this real quick. So let's go here to the framework and search for assert session as errors. So you accept keys. What is format? Yeah, let's just work with keys for now. I think the rest of it is just too much. Okay, keys might be null though, right? If there is anything though. Oh, but there is no keys now that I'm thinking. Yeah, I don't think I need to do this. Let's only run this test for now. Let's only run this test. Hey, John Sugar. It's normal that you are confused, by the way. This is not a didactic... This is not like a stream that I'm explaining what I'm working on. This is literally just a package that I'm working at Laravel. So just some internal work, honestly. But this is just an MCP package that Laravel will provide at some point. And right now I'm adding the testing layer so you can test your own MCP tools. Okay, that's what I'm working on. This testing layer actually ended up being way bigger than I thought. That's for sure. Okay, so if keys are an array, I'm going to delete the content, and here we go. Yeah, there is no actually keys. Yeah. Hey Bazooka, how you doing? Yeah, this is just an MCP package, and on MCP's packages there is literally like servers and tools, and I'm adding a testing layer so you guys can test your own tools in the future. Hopefully like a bunch of you will actually use this stuff in the future. I foreseen that actually. So there is no keys, we just say the quantity field is required. Meaning that what we can do is just accept the errors here. I think that will be more than enough. Like that. So this will be just errors. And then we can do this, and if we have multiple errors, or we can have messages here actually. Type this assert. Beautiful. Yeah, tell me, Shet, is the stream buffering for anyone at the moment? I think at some point I increased the bitrate, but that should be good. But overall for everyone the stream is okay, right? In terms of lagging or anything like that, it's good, right? So what I can do is just change the bitrate again. Oh no. Yeah, I will change the bitrate. Not today though, I cannot change the bitrate in the middle of the stream. Or I can. Well, let me see. I'm gonna go for 3000 again. I don't know if this changes like in the middle of the stream, but yeah, it does not. Yeah, next stream the bitrate will be fixed. The mic is behind the video? Like, behind the video? What do you mean? Is that even possible? Well, not really sure what's happening. Might be just Streamlabs or whatever. I don't know. Will be fixed next stream. I'm gonna just use a smaller bitrate, that's it. Yeah, it's just not expected, by the way. Just not expected. Maybe refresh or whatever, but it's just not expected. The more you talk about it, the more it buffers. Oh no. That's weird. But Adrian, never happened in the past, right? Like the past streams we had, that never happened, right? If I go here to the live section, like the state of Laravel, for example, there was like 250 people watching, and I don't think that ever buffered. Otherwise, people would just complain immediately. Or the stream with Avenue, for example. You know, that didn't happen either. So it might be something today or whatever, I don't know. I will make sure to fix that. I'm going to use just the smaller bit rate, and that's it. Thank you. Well, Twitch being behind, that's expected. Okay, that's no problem. That's literally expected. Twitch is just you know, it's just behind. That's it. Talking about actual lag, you know, for example, the stream pausing or you know, the audio not being in sync. Yeah, but the delay is just expected, by the way. I mean, I hope people are not talking that as being a problem. The delay is just expected. If you type something and your thing just appears on screen after like 30 seconds, that's just expected. That's it. It's normal, yeah. Oh my god, yeah. Okay, let's finish this. May assert validation fails. May fail to assert validation fails. May fail to assert validation. Fail. Here we go. So I type that, and I say something like the ID field is required. This should throw assertion failed. Here we go. And may assert specific validation messages. So for example, I type the quantity field, or maybe like my custom quantity field is required, and I expect the message to be exactly that one. I think I saw a bug. Text must be type string array given. Sometimes I like to be dramatic, dude, but it's like right now I don't even care. I don't really care. But for example, imagine that you are preparing this interview with Avenue and you want to make it online and really perfect, and then suddenly you see a comment on stream like the streaming is lagging. You are like, oh my god, like what the fuck is even happening? But in reality, it's my fault. At this point I should be using a cable and everything. I'm literally using Wi-Fi still. There we go. You see something like that, like no sound, it just scared the shit out of you. Okay, we did some good progress. Assert errors, assert as errors, like what kind of other things I want to do. So I obviously want to test, right now we are testing tools. I want to replicate all of this for prompts and resources. We tested errors, validation on errors. We tested text. In terms of content, I think that's the only thing we need to test at the moment. If I go to server content, yeah, we have notifications, which I have tested too. We can test the number of notifications and the text content. Did I add a test for the number of text content? Because we do need to test that too. So if I go to assert text, yeah, here I need to assert text count or whatever. Because we have assert notification sent. Almost feels to me that we should type assert text sent or whatever. Assert notification count, assert text count. Yeah, assert text count, that's exactly what we need. So here I'm going to type assert text count. Because I can type assert text twice. And I do need to text that we see like 2 texts there. Or we can just type assert count. But then I would confuse this with notifications, which is annoying. Yeah, assert text count. Here we go. Okay, so here, for example, I expect to see 2. Here, I expect to nothing at all. Here, we can type assert text count to be 1. This should be good actually already. Here we go. Beautiful. So we have, in terms of content, again, we have text content, which we can test the length and we can test the content itself. We can test the notifications and the count of notifications too. So both are done. That will serve as well for pumps and resources. So in theory, I just have to replicate all these tests for pumps and assert that it's working. And that will kind of almost complete everything. Yeah, this works lovely. I do want to add a test for 404s. So what happens if, for example, I am here, assert missing, for example. Okay, so again, I have something which I have to, check if it's not registered, for example. Yeah, we have markdown response as well. So let's have, for example, a house server, and let's not have a tool inside. So no tool intentionally. I'm not going to remove this. Well, actually, I'm going to have a clean tool or whatever, but I will not register this tool. So intentionally just there for not being used. Okay. Let's return a string. And let's actually, your house is clean. It would be nice to have an MCP tool like that. And then I'm going to just type here, it may fail if the tool is not registered. Okay. So I'm going to call the MCP tool like that. And this will never actually end up doing anything. Let's just call it like this to see how it goes for now. So this should fail. Here we go. It did fail. It did throw a JSON RCP exception. Is this enough, maybe? Honestly, it might just be enough. Because why would you call a tool that it's not registered, right? Doesn't make any sense. This is more than enough, yeah. I'm gonna just here, and then rename this to assert Well, actually, I'm going to move this one to the cert C. Like here. It fails if the tool is not registered. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to type clean tool, which will extend a regular tool. And then, yeah, beautiful. I don't even need to do this. I can just type a known tool. Here we go. Oh. Here we go. So it did throw a JSON RPC exception, which is expected. So this will throw a JSON RPC exception class with a name and no tool is not registered on the server. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, I'm expecting both the exception clause and the message. I think this should be more than enough because I don't think people will just assert that a tool is missing. However, now that I'm thinking, you might want to check if the should register is just working as expected, now that I'm thinking. Because in theory, you might want to do this. So it fails if the tool is not registered. Duo the should register method, which is something we are using that allows you to compute at runtime if it should register the tool or not. So I'm going to type class clean tool. I'm going to actually go all the way up and just do this. Should register, and this will receive equally the request. And this will return request get or boolean register, and by default will be true. So this will work for the remaining one, for the current ones. Go, but I'm going to call now this to register false. And this should actually just fail. Here we go. Now the question is, how the hell do I test this? Because I may want to test that this tool was not registered, you know. Well, I could just try catch the exception, but that sucks balls. Hey, Christian, how you doing? I'm working on this MCP package for Laravel. It's a work in progress at the moment. Yeah, I think I'm gonna discuss this with Ashley tomorrow and see how it goes. But I did good progress today. So what I will do here is just make sure my test is passing. So I'm gonna run composer update, composer bump, composer leaned, composer test, and hope that this entire thing is working as expected. By the way, Shed, I really appreciate you guys staying all day with me here. I love these co-working streams. Let me know what you guys think, if you enjoy them too as well. And if you do, of course, put a like on the video below. That gives me, you know, kind of a confidence that you guys really enjoy these co-working sessions. I like them too, if I'm honest. Allows me to be a little bit more focused. At the same time, allows me to be with you a little bit. Okay. Let's do this for now. We have a couple of PHP stand issues to fix. Dun, 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 dun. You were ready for the claps? Not yet, dude. We need to fix PHP stand. Would be good though, right? Having PHP stand happy. But it's not yet happy. It will be in the second though. $27. Oh? What is complaining about? Undefined parameter responses. Oh! Yeah, this is response, not responses. I don't think Rector... Well, Rector does a lot of changes on minor versions. I actually do really appreciate that. I love Rector PHP. It's such a great project. Line 27. What is it complaining about? Parameter response with the type collection int JSON RCP response is compatible with generator. Oh. Eight errors left. So this one, there is actually no way of... Unless there is something on PHP unit that allows me to just increment the assertion count. Yeah, I cannot call this. This is like private. Here we go. There is any plus thing I could use? No. So this will have to do it for now. PHP stand, I'm sorry. Oh, the get prompt no longer needs the... Oh? Oh. We don't need this anymore. Oops. Seven left. We don't need this anymore. Two left. Fuck yeah. And we don't need this anymore. I really need to disable xdebug. Oh my god, one left. Okay, on server line 200. 244. I'm doing this and Oh, I know why. This needs to be initutable. How about now? Oh yeah. Is record PHP happy? Almost. Is past PHP happy? Oh yeah. How about the entire thing? Hey Josh, how you doing? We're about to end the live stream. I just worked on this testing layer for Laravel's new MCP package, which is coming out soon. Not fully done the testing layer, but it will be tomorrow probably. All right, so this is exactly what I need. I'm gonna type this. I'm gonna type git checkout feat testing layer. And I'm gonna add this. And I'm gonna type git commit dash m adds testing layer. So this is like the work in progress. And now let's just, you know, just focus a little bit on the things we have added, okay? That's right here, small MD file to kind of summarize a little bit how the live stream went. So today.md, okay. .php, that was a good one. Okay, so let's start with the testing layer a little bit. So the API is fairly simple. You just type response equals to my server, and then you type tool, and then you pass your tool. So this will be, let's actually give an example, like hotel booking tool, like that. And this will give you a response back. Okay, this is just PHP. And then you can type various things like assert C, let's actually start with assert OK. That's the first one. No errors. We have assert C, exactly. We have assert C, we have assert text. Your room is booked, for example. The assert text allows you to provide multiple ones too. Okay. So let's type here response assert C, and then you can have multiple things like your room is booked, please choosing for our hotel, for example. Response content 1, response content 2. This allows us to do the same thing with text, and at the same time we can also do assert text count, and I can just give 1 or 2, for example. Oof. Oh, Josh, thank you, man. Appreciate. Yeah, past PHP is awesome. I agree. Here is, let me see. It's 8:30. I really need to finish the stream. Okay, so what else? We have, so if I go here, let me see. Assert C, assert text count, assert notification count, and assert notification. Okay. I think I'm gonna actually keep it this simple so my team can understand this. I'm gonna just do this. The assert C, I actually don't want the assert C to be an alias for assert text. Oh, now that I'm thinking. Yeah, I need to change this. Not today though, but change this to check text content, but not type. Oh my god, need to do this tomorrow. Alright, so this will not be an alias. So assert C, assert text. What else? Assert text count. Assert notification count. Which is an integer. We have assert notification too. This will receive a string plus an array or null. This will be text, text, count, method, parameters, and this will be count. This API works too on prompts. So this works on prompts and tools. So tools and prompts. So then we have also the assert no errors, which assert as errors, and assert error count, which we don't have that yet, and probably will never have that. Okay, this is good. Suck down 100 bits on Twitch. I really appreciate, man. Is saying the following. Hello, Nuno. Hope you are doing well. Thank you. I am doing fantastic. I have a question. I just got Laracas and I came from a Symfony background. Any particular advice for tackling courses there? I don't know, man. If you are with the Symfony background, you probably don't need to do the PHP fundamentals. So you can dive in directly into the Laravel course, I think. So they have this 30 days Laravel, I think. There is actually a very good link for this. Let me show you. It's called Laracas Path. So you go here and you have this fundamental section, which is level 1. And you probably don't need to do these first ones. PHP for beginners, object-oriented principles, and JavaScript essentials. But you can jump into this one. 30 days on Laravel, PHP Storm for Laravel developers, Basecamp Reloaded. And then you can just go all the way down. You go, okay, level 2, level 3, just to really become an expert on Laravel, okay? I'm gonna send you the link. Thanks for making that question, and thanks for the bits, man. Appreciate it. There we go. Hey, Diabel, do you mind of fixing the Nightbot path thing? Apparently, like, there is an issue with the ref. I see Nuno Maduro and altogether, which that shouldn't happen. Okay, so let me go here to my Slack channel real quick. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm excited about also releasing this, man. It's been like kind of a secret for a while since I've joined the AI team. And I'm excited to see what people think about this. Absolutely. Because I don't think people are realizing the potential of this package, but once you have your own products actually being exposed in MCP tool, I think it's just another opportunity that opens for your product. Anyways, so let me write here what I've done today. Okay. All right. So today I focused on the MCP package, and I have wrote or finished documentation and delivered it to Ashley for having him adding auth, etc. So that was a task number 1. I have closed all issues, NPRs open. And got 80% done of the new testing layer. All right, this was my TLDR of the day. Here we go. All right, chat. Let's talk a little bit about situations. So, of course, today I've published a new YouTube video on the channel. If you guys haven't checked that already, please go to my YouTube channel. We have this new, how is it called? Laravel in 2025, where I literally dive into what is being used currently at Laravel. Okay. So if you guys haven't checked that out already, go do that already, because that is honestly I spent like 6 hours yesterday editing that video, and I think it's just awesome. I love the video. I love the pace of the video. It's entertaining, and I think, like I was thinking, this is the content I like to produce, like entertaining content. So if you guys like stuff like that, check the video out. All right, leave a comment, a like, and all those cool things. So that's topic number 1. Topic number 2, next Wednesday, we have a mega live stream coming, okay? So I'm going to spend tomorrow night preparing the content for the live stream Wednesday. And the goal will be building something using CodeRabbit for the first time. So CodeRabbit became one of the sponsors of the channel, and we need to treat well our sponsors and our partners. So I'm going to basically do an entire video using their product, and it won't be like only their products. You guys remember, like when we tried out Devin, for example? When we tried out Devin, we actually built a full application together that was complex enough to be interesting, and I feel like we'll be something like that, either building an app or building a package. a package could be a good idea. For example, building a package from scratch and actually finish the package on the live stream, and make it live stream like through 3-4 hours. Okay, it will be awesome. So I count on you guys to come here next Wednesday, because I'm going to prepare myself for that day. Okay, next Wednesday is 17 exactly. So that being said, next Monday. What do you mean? Today is Monday, so that will be Wednesday in 2 days. Okay. So so this week we streamed today, Wednesday about Code Rabbit, and Friday about something funny. And it's likely that Friday will be with a PHP Core team member. Okay, it's not yet super confirmed, but I still need to get in touch with one of them. But it's very likely that one PHP Core team member will come to the channel, and we are going to add DG to the core altogether. So we are going to set up the PHP core repo on my laptop, and then we are going to just add a real function to the core, do a pull request, and I think that will be awesome. Imagine if we can actually PR DD to the core of PHP and then end up actually doing an RFC, and that gets accepted. That will be just absolutely awesome, I think, if we end up doing that. Anyways, so again, next Wednesday, stream on a channel. Next Friday, stream on a channel again. And yeah, that's it. Chat, I love you all. Catch you guys next Wednesday. Let's rate someone as usual. Okay, so in case you don't know, every single time we rate someone on Twitch, meaning sending all my viewers to a different channel, we have Daniel Art online. Who else we have online? Do you have anyone doing PHP? It's the usual story. There is not actually a lot of people doing PHP on Twitch. How about Laravel, for example? Not really either. Okay, let's see JavaScript. Okay, I think I'm going to rate Daniel then, I think. All right, chat. I probably should connect via wire. I'm going to just lower the bit rate, and honestly, that will be enough. All right, chat. I love you all. Catch you guys next Wednesday. Peace out.